I was fear of being framed has blessed me with a need to document everything. When my elementary school teacher accused me of not turning in the class fees, I produced surveillance footage of me placing the cash on her desk. She had to admit she'd lost it. Years later, when accounting tried to pin a late expense report on me, I produced chat logs from 6 apps and emails. The accountant had to publicly admit her incompetence. And when that same company tried to fire me for gross violations, I presented over 1,000 pieces of video and photo evidence. My boss ended up tearfully writing me a check for 2 months severance. Then, my ultra-wealthy biological parents found me and offered me a position at Apex Industries. My direct supervisor? The fake heiress who had been living my life. To protect myself, every button on my clothes was a hidden camera, every pen a recorder. I screen recorded every chat and even hacked into the company's 188 surveillance cameras. My paranoia paid off when the fake heiress, Jocelyn, confronted me, her face covered in an angry red rash. "Dara," she demanded, trembling, "I told you I was allergic to milk. Why would you put it in my coffee?" I knew right then that all my preparations were about to bear fruit. I feigned a moment of confusion. "But you're the one who asked for a latte, weren't you?" The words had barely left my lips when my biological brother, Grayson, burst out of the CEO's office. He cradled Jocelyn's face, his expression a mask of anguish. Then, his eyes, burning with fury, locked onto me. "Jocelyn is deathly allergic to milk. Why would she ever ask for a latte? You were jealous, weren't you? You wanted to kill her." Jocelyn quickly intervened, dabbing at her tears. "It's okay, Grayson. Dara has every right to hate me. I'm the one who stole her life. If my dying would make her feel better, then I'm willing." With a dramatic flourish, she grabbed the half-finished latte and brought it to her lips as if to down the rest. Grayson panicked, slapping the cup from her hand. He started shouting for a doctor, his corporate image shattering on the marble floor. He turned back to me, his gaze dripping with venom. "Even if something happened to Jocelyn, a piece of trash like you would never take her place as a sterling. If you hadn't come crawling back to us, she would still be my only sister. You're the one who ruined her life. You're shameless." I almost burst out laughing. Ignoring Grayson, I stared directly at Jocelyn. "Are you sure you're not trying to frame me?" Jocelyn's face crumpled instantly into a theatrical display of tears. "Dara, are you suggesting I'd risk my own health just to frame you? If I've told a single lie, I'll get on my knees and beg for your forgiveness right here, right now." Without a word, I pulled out a pen recorder and pressed play. Jocelyn's clear, sweet voice filled the silent office. "Hey, Dara, if you're not too busy, could you grab me a latte? 1/3 sugar, please." The entire floor went dead quiet. Jocelyn's eyes bulged as she stared at the recorder in my hand, clearly blindsided by my level of preparation. You misheard me. I never said the word latte." She tried to scramble for an excuse, but I just let the recording continue. "Just to confirm, you want a coffee with whole milk?" "Yes, that's right. Thanks so much. This time, she had nothing to say. "Recordings are easy to fake," Grayson snarled, still defending her. "A scheming bitch like you probably planned this from the start." "I have video, too," I said, pulling out my phone. I played the full, unedited clip for the entire office to see. Watching the color drain from Jocelyn's face, then return in splotches of red and white, I allowed myself a triumphant smirk. "Well, Jocelyn, get on your knees." Jocelyn gasped for air a few times before her eyes rolled back and she collapsed. Grayson dropped to the floor, cradling her and wailing, but not without throwing one last accusation at me. "Are you happy now? Look what you've done to her." I rolled my eyes so hard I thought they'd get stuck. What I had done, all I did was play back her own words. Just then, my dear biological parents rushed in. After hearing a wildly embellished version of events from a coworker, my father turned to me.